3 mornings, 3 umbrella tips, 1 community board post. The golden retriever dropped the third black piece exactly where the first 2 were already waiting neatly below. We thought it was path trash. Small rubber pieces show up near public boards all the time, so the owner moved them aside and started to walk. But the pattern had already started before that morning. 1 tip came the first day, another came the next, and each one landed under that post. When the owner cleared the little pile, the dog returned with another matching piece and placed it at the original spot, not beside the moved ones. That was when the white scrape mattered. Every black tip had the same pale mark, facing outward under the board like a clue nobody had named. The owner checked the path first, because that made sense. Leaves, pebbles, pavement edges, but no matching rubber pieces appeared anywhere nearby along the approach route. A board volunteer stopped when the owner pointed to the pile. She knew the fixture, but even she still looked at the ground before looking up. 3 mornings now pointed to one thing: same dog, same black tips, same post. Not the side area, not the walking path, that exact board fixture right there. So they tested the obvious answer. 1 tip was moved away, but the dog only sniffed it and went back to the base of the post. The board itself became harder to ignore. Above the pile was a folding rain cover, and its edge had a pale scuff like the tips. The volunteer lifted the cover gently and held 1 tip near the edge. The scrape matched the scuff, but that still did not explain the drop. Then she changed the search. Instead of cleaning the ground again, she crouched, followed the line from the pile upward, and checked the cover itself more carefully with both hands. The false answer broke in a quiet way. One end of the folding cover was bare, and the black tip matched its shape without forcing it at all, right there. 2 more bare ends appeared along the same edge, 3 loose tips, 3 missing places, and the same white scrape sitting between them in plain view. The dog did nothing dramatic. He just stood below the board, empty-mouthed. While the pieces now stopped looking like litter and started looking carefully kept. Even then, the old habit almost won. The owner lowered the tips toward a cleanup bag, then stopped when that same white scrape caught the light before letting go. Now the fit looked almost too ordinary. Each tip lined up with an exposed end, while the empty ground below showed where the dog kept placing them. The clue nearly became trash twice. This time, the volunteer took the pieces back to the cover, and the owner kept the cleanup bag away again. Look back at the opening pile. The white scrape was already there on every tip. The worn rain cover edge was already above it in the frame the first time. One by one, the volunteer pressed the black tips onto the folding cover ends. The pieces fit cleanly, and the post base stayed empty underneath afterward. The next morning, the dog walked the same path toward the same board. His mouth was empty, and the owner slowed before the old drop spot. This time, he passed the community board post without dropping anything. The rain cover tips were back above him, and the ground